all the tourism between India and Korea is increasing. We issued about 80,000 visas last year, and you're welcome to visit India. And this is a website in Korean, so you can know more about Indian tourism destinations in Korean language. I'll end by quoting from this very well-known poem by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, The Lamp of the East, which he wrote in 1929. He was in Japan, and at that time, of course, Korea was under Japanese colonial rule, and some Korean patriots approached him to visit Korea. But his health was failing, so he could not come to Korea. But he penned this poem, which is so prophetic, that in the golden age of Asia, Korea was one of its lamp bearers, and that lamp is waiting to be lighted once again for the illumination of the East. And I am really in India, we in India, very, very happy to see that Korea has really risen. You are a shining light in Asia and for the world. You are doing so well, you are prospering, and also you are sharing your experience, your prosperity with other parts of the world. So keep this up. You will all be very global. The world is changing very, very fast. Most of the companies you will work with will have operations all over the world. People from other countries will come to Korea. You will have to work with them happily, peacefully. So it is a very good idea to learn more about other countries, other cultures, other civilizations, and to understand that ultimately we are all one human race. Thank you very much.
Please wait here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your speech tonight. It was wonderful to listen to you. Did you say 1.5 billion? 1.5 billion. You know, we have professors here from the UK and from South Africa and so on. No wonder we cannot play cricket against you, you know. You have so many people there. Wonderful cricket players. It is, we have a few minutes to ask questions to the ambassador. So I would like to know if there is any one of you that would like to ask a question. Please put up your hands, guys. This is your chance. Come on. Any one of you? Okay, there is a microphone for you. You can use it.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me a chance to ask a question. And I want to ask about things you do for promoting the friendly relations between Korea and India as an ambassador.
I have been asked for my job description. You know, these days are of very fast communications. So the whole profile of an ambassador and job has changed over centuries. Now you can pick up a phone and people can talk directly. So we have at a high level, you can say, political part of the work. The relations between India and Korea should be good. A very important dimension of the work is now economic. That there should be more trade between India and Korea, more investments between the two countries. So I talk to Samsung chief or LG chief and all those and try to convince them, okay, invest more in India, do this, do that. Then another dimension is now people to people, because the way foreign policy is conducted has changed. It is not only left to the top, to the leaders or to the practitioners of diplomacy, but what the civil society is thinking, what the academics are thinking, what the think tanks are saying is also very important. So it is it's part of our job that we come and speak to youngsters like you who are the future leaders of Korea and the world, and you should have some appreciation of India. And then there are routine matters like visa and other matters. Okay?
Thank you very much. Over there. Right.
Hey, my name is Sun Hee, and I have a question that you said India is the fourth largest economy in PPT terms. However, you also mentioned that 30% of people are in poverty line. Does this mean that India has severe problem in division of wealth? And if it does, what India's government is doing now to solve the problem? Thank you.
Yeah, it's a very, very important question, and the whole Indian political system as well as economists are grappling with this. That the growth is there, 8%, 9% growth we have had for the last 10, 12 years. But some people are becoming more prosperous, middle class is growing very fast and becoming more prosperous. But if you don't have a job, if you are landless, if you are a rural worker who doesn't own land, then you are not rising with the tide. Yes, there is a huge disparity now between incomes. So the average income may be okay. That also is not high, but the gap is very large. What the government is doing is that there is a very conscious effort to transfer resources to the have-nots. How that the very important project is of rural employment guarantee scheme, which is very modest, that for 100 days in a year, one person of every poor family will be guaranteed a job by the government and will be given about, let's say, $2.50 a day, which is enough for him to meet his food requirements. The logic is that most of the people work in agriculture. So agriculture has seasonal labor. So they have about 150, 200 days job in agriculture, and the rest of the 100 days work should be given by the government. So it's a very focused kind of intervention which the government is doing. It is not easy, but there is a lot of effort to bridge this gap.
That was a very good question. We have one back there. I just want to say that our ambassador has got a very tight schedule tonight, and so we need to finish. Yeah, we need to finish in about 5 minutes' time. So I guess we have one more question.
Yes, thank
Right.
you. Thank you for your very inspiration speech, Ambassador Tayal. And my name is Youngju Ba, and I'm majoring in international studies. As an international relations student, it is very interesting to witness India emerge as one of the world leading powers in the world today. And the fact that India ranks 10th in GDP surprises other actors in the global arena. Thus, I would like to listen to your personal opinion on how India will take part in world affairs like dealing conflicts or building a fraternity with other countries.
We have been very active in the global arena since our independence. The first objective, of course, was decolonization, because a lot of countries in Africa and elsewhere, even in Asia, they were under some kind of colonial rule. So once we became independent, then the first task was decolonization. Now really it is more economic growth, sustainable development. That is the world's priority number one. Other conflicts, we are now members of the UN Security Council, so we play a role. That is very conflict specific, that what kind of role we can play. We play a very major role in our neighborhood, for instance, whether it is Sri Lanka or Bangladesh and Maldives Nepal, but we may not play a very major role in distant lands. But we are very conscious of our responsibility, and the underlying objective is that there should be a peaceful environment for India, for Asia, for Korea, for growth, for prosperity. So wherever there is conflict, tension, all of us should work together to reduce the tension.
Thank you very much. Ambassador r.tayal, thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a big hand. That was really fantastic. So.